G'day everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'll give you 10 very useful tips you should know to get better at Mongolia, as a few people in the community know it pretty well, I'm being one of them. And I'm just going to share with you 10 tips that probably people can identify Mongolia but maybe can't tell where they are. These are some good 10 tips to know, and there'll be a massive series of Mongolia on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's get into it. So here we are here, and I've just got a pretty basic tip you should know when you're in Mongolia. If you have the roof racks and they are black filled in, then you're going to be in the west half of the country. So the west half of the country has the black filled in roof racks like you might see in Dominican Republic, and that's found like sort of like from around here, all around here, because Ulaanbaatar has both, I believe, kind of all around here. Yeah, I'd say that. And in the eastern half of the country, just click somewhere over here, we can see that the Google car has no black strips as it just loads in. There are no black strips between in the middle of the roof racks. And if you see this, you're going to be in the east half of the country. So that's probably a good tip that most of you probably knew, but it's still a good tip to know. So anyway, a good basic tip to know for Mongolia, and let's move on to the next one. And the next tip I have here is going to be quite a niche one. We're here in the Altai Tavan Bogged National Park, and it's a very distinct national park. It's very rocky, as you can see here, a lot of rocks. You got these sort of greenish hills, and they can be quite rocky as well, sometimes snow-capped, as we can see here. And we're here all the way far west, right on the what is this? That's the Russia-China border, coming on this border around here. I think it's bordering China, like near Kazakhstan over here. It's all the way west here, right over here. And yeah, it's a very good tip to know because it's along the Mongolia official map. Yeah, we're just here on the border, far west on the tip. Yeah, right over here. So it's just there's a small little road coverage. Some of this is trekker coverage, I believe, but I'll just show you the road coverage because the trekker coverage is still pretty distinct anyway. But if you find some road coverage, I think there should be some road coverage. Yeah, as you can see, you've got the west roof racks, and then you've got the very distinct landscape. Some of you might see rocks, but yeah, there's very distinct landscape. So yeah, pretty good tip to know. Very niche one, get you a very high score. So yep. Next one here is also a very niche one. We're at the Kuzvgul Lake, and in this trekker coverage that they had here, they had an ice festival. You can see we're on ice here. I think this is a trekker here, yeah. And then you got a lot of these cars parked around. You got these very distinct trees as well, which you see around the lake. And yeah, it's just and you got the horses on the ice as well. This is a very distinct location. If you're just around here, right here. Sorry, that's not computer. If we just pull up the street view, right only around here they find it. It was in this lake up north, like towards the border of Russia. Yeah, just around just here, just up there, just north of Hutgal on the lake there. So if you see that, you just go up and just north of Hutgal on the lake and get a really insane guess, maybe even a 5k possibly. Next one here is going to be another very niche one. I'm bringing you some niche tips today. This is a bit more calm meta. Mongolia, unfortunately, is a bit calm meta heavy, but it helps along with the landscape as well. So we got this interesting landscape for a start. It's actually the landscape could help here too. You got this interesting landscape, some very green. But then if you see this car, which is the western roof racks, as we can see, but you got this kind of blue, black, and white, like camping equipment or like tent or whatever it is on there. And you're gonna be just in this very small region, just around here, right in the center of Mongolia, this little stretch of coverage here, right in the center, just there. Sorry about that, but just there. If you zoom back in, you can see just in this little stretch here, you find the very distinct kind of Google car, which is not found in many parts of Mongolia. And yeah, as you can see, very distinct. And yep, let's go to the next one. Alright, next tip. Excuse me. Next tip we have here is another fairly niche one. We have a bit more calm matter along with the landscape, so you can see it's completely snowing here. But with this calm matter, Western roof racks again, we have there's that kind of Anzac style sleeping bag, or the camo sleeping bag, and then like an empty kind of rack on top of the car. And if you see this kind of with a snorkel as well, if you see this kind of car, you're gonna be around. So it starts kind of just west of Ulaanbaatar and drives all the way down here, and then it goes all the way down from here across to somewhere around here, I believe. So yeah, it's only these parts of the Mongolia, and it's been quite useful. So yeah, just you can rely on the road angle and get a pretty good guess. Next one, Rainbow has talked about this tip before. A few people have talked about this tip before, but I'll mention it again. We are here in Dalanzadjed, or however you pronounce this city, and you can see we have some sunset coverage, which is only found in this city. You got this, obviously, you got the iconic Mongolian car. You can look around. We're in a little town, and we got some sunset coverage. If you see sunset coverage, go in Dalanzadjed. Only found there. Another one, next one here, we are on some off-road coverage with this Google car. So we see this blue tent Google car without the black rubbers things, and with the spare tire as well. You see this Google car with off-road coverage, like it's just like usually in the middle of absolutely nowhere, like who knows where you could be. You're gonna be down here. I'll show you where this is. So it's down south of Mandalgovi, along this around here on this road, not the road, but this part of Mongolia, south of Ulan, down to here, and it runs all the way down here. As you can see, we click a bit further south on the coverage. It does run all the way down here. Gets a bit different as you can look around on stream and have a look at what it looks like in each part. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. You're just in the middle of nowhere. You have no clue where you are, and yeah. Pretty good tip, and that appears a lot on the Mongolia official map, but probably not the best map to play. Probably play like a balanced Mongolia or AI Gen Mongolia. And yeah, let's just move to the next one, which is going to be sorry about this. Okay, we are here just on a recognizable road with this Google car and partially the landscape, but mostly Google car. You see this Google car with a backwards snorkel and no tent, which is no tent Google car for specific area, with this backwards snorkel, which helps you out as well with the roof racks, eastern roof racks, and you're on a paved road. You're gonna be on this road. It's pretty long. It's a little high. It's a highway that goes all the way from down here on the border with China in Zamin Ud. You drive up here, it's a bit broken, but you drive up here past St. Shan, past Arigag, past Chol, and then you go up to about here, just near Ulan. So if you see that Google car, just go on this road somewhere, find a good road angle, and maybe you get a good guess. As you can see here, same old Google car. So yep. Next one, we are here in Chingiz, actually, not Kentina, this be the state. We're in Chingiz, and we have this Google car bit with this tent and the eastern roof racks. But the bit you recognize here is this like orange or red kind of string that's tied on the front. And if you see this red orange string and you're in a town, you're going to be in Chingiz. But keep in mind though, it's not this road is not only found in the town of Chingiz. It can be found in regions. So here's Chingiz. But it can be found in regions like north and northeast, and maybe west. So it's kind of found surrounding Chingiz as well. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. My thing loads, please. It can be found up here as well. I think it can be around here and over here as well. But yeah, if we drag out the coverage, let's just see what the coverage looks like. It can be found, I think, up this road, up here as well, possibly up there as well. and yeah, maybe around this road as well. So yeah, good tip to know. Red orangey string, just go somewhere around there and get a pretty nice guess. Okay, I think this will be the final tip. Let me check actually just before. Yep, final tip we have for you here is going to be for Choibalsan. So we have the East car with a blue tent or camping equipment. But the thing about Choibalsan here is this thing with shooting smoke out of it. It's found in most of the coverage you can see around the town. If you just look around, you can probably see it. Not all the time, but maybe about 90% of the time. If you see that, just go Choibalsan. And yeah, you also got these trees as well, these red painted things on the pole. That's also a Choibalsan thing as well. So a bit of a double meta to finish off the video. And yeah, I'll just show you what Choibalsan is real quick, in case you just didn't know. Just around here in the east of Mongolia. Yeah, just there. So if you see that stuff, go in that town. So yeah guys, excuse me, that'll conclude the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more Mongolia videos, because they will be coming out on the channel. I know Tom, one of my friends, he loves watching these videos and he wants to see some Mongolia tips, so this one's for you, Tom. But yeah, the tips will keep coming, and there'll be a massive series coming on Mongolia on the channel, and yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.